Hey everyone, Forrest here, and I have a question for you. Have you ever gone to quit Adobe Lightroom Classic, and when you close it, this little box pops up? I would assume most of you have seen this dialog box and hopefully have been clicking the blue backup button. But I think it's important to revisit this and talk a little bit about what's going on behind the scenes, what this protects you from, and more than that, what this doesn't protect you from. So in this video, we're gonna break down the backup catalog function in Lightroom Classic and explain exactly how it works. So I think it's important to start by reading the dialog box, and I actually really like the text up at the top. It very clearly lays out that this only backs up the catalog file, not your photos. And that's really important to understand. This is an important dialog box because backing up your catalog protects you from things we're going to talk about in this video. But it's also really important to understand that clicking that blue backup button makes your photos no safer than they were before. In Lightroom Classic, your photos, the images living on your hard drive, are distinct from the catalog. The catalog is the stuff like the edits that you've made to the photos, previews, things like that, but the catalog does not contain the pictures. So it is important to back up, but it's also important to understand the limitations of what this does. Now, the other thing I want to point out is that you'll notice the backup folder is set to wherever your main Lightroom catalog lives. So in this case, I set up a demo catalog on my internal hard drive in my pictures folder, and you can see that it's set to back up to the internal hard drive pictures folder inside the Lightroom folder inside the backups folder. Now, you may be tempted to put this backup on an external drive, and more power to you if you want to. That's what this choose button is for, but I actually like to keep my catalog backups with my main catalog. And the reason is I back that entire folder up to other hard drives. So why do this? Well, let's unpack that a little bit more. First thing I'm going to do is click on backup so we can look at what this actually does. You'll notice that Lightroom closes, and now I can go down to Finder, I can go to my Pictures folder, and inside of Pictures I have a Lightroom folder. This is the default location for your Lightroom catalog, and inside of that I have my catalog information. That would be things like the catalog itself, the previews, the helper, the data file, stuff like that. Well, the important thing here is there's also a backups folder, and you'll notice there's a backup with today's date and time in here, and inside of that is a zip file with my catalog information. So Lightroom just created this for me when I clicked the backup button. Now you'll notice though that there's no photos here. This is just the catalog, and the backup is just the catalog as well. My photos actually live inside this 2025 folder, and they were unaffected by backing up the Lightroom catalog. I want to stop right here and very quickly say, if you're hearing about catalogs and photos and previews and all these things and you have no idea what any of it means, that is totally understandable. Lightroom Classic is very confusing behind the scenes. There's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of moving parts, and it's really important if you're a Lightroom Classic user to understand a little bit of what's under the hood. So I have left a link down in the description to my online Mastering Lightroom Classic organization class that goes over all of this stuff. We go step by step through catalog structure, what it is, how it connects to photos, how to make a new catalog, where does your catalog live, all of that stuff in a very linear, digestible way. So if that interests you and you're like, holy cow, I need a full course curriculum on how to learn this stuff, I left a link down in the description. Definitely check it out. So what does this backup protect us from? Well, let me give you an example. There may come a time in the future where your Lightroom catalog becomes corrupted. Now, how do you know that? Well, you'll go to Start Lightroom Classic and you'll be greeted with a message like this. Lightroom may try to repair your catalog, and then you can see this message. The Lightroom catalog named Lightroom Catalog cannot be opened because of a data issue. Try to restore from a backup or open Lightroom Classic with a different catalog. So this is essentially saying, hey, guess what? Your catalog is completely useless. It's broken, there's something wrong with it, and we can't fix it. So you'll notice my only choices are choose a different catalog, learn more, or quit. There's no fix it for me option. And unfortunately, this has happened to many students I've worked with in the past. So how do we recover our catalog from a backup? Well, if we've been clicking the backup button, it's super simple. I'm just gonna go to my pictures folder and then my Lightroom folder, which in this example is where my catalog lives. You would go to wherever your corrupted catalog lives. Now, this file right here, this Lightroom Catalog.lrcat is the corrupted catalog itself. So to me, this is pretty much useless. and so is this data file. Both of these are bad, they're corrupted, they're not usable. Now, you could delete them, but I very rarely delete things, especially when it comes to catalogs. They're not that big. So I'm instead gonna make a new folder, and I'm gonna call it Bad Catalogs. And I might delete this later once things are all cleaned up. But I'm just gonna take the LR catalog and the LR data, and I'm gonna move them into Bad Catalogs. You'll also notice that Lightroom makes a corrupt catalog folder automatically when it detects one of your catalogs as corrupted, and it throws the catalog file in there as well. So you almost have a backup that way too. But regardless, we want to get those two files out. Now, to get our old backup catalog, all we've got to do is go to the backups folder, and then we should see a list of all the times we've backed up our catalog. Now, in this case, I only backed up once for the purposes of this video, but you may see many years and days and times of backups. I'm gonna open the most recent one. You'll see a zip file. This is the compressed version of the catalog. I'm gonna go ahead and double click it so it unzips, and then open this up, and we can see, hey, look, there's a backup catalog and a backup data file. So I'm gonna take both of these and I'm gonna copy them, and then I'm gonna go back to the root level of my catalog and I'm going to paste. And just like that, we have essentially replaced our corrupt bad catalog with a backed up version that hopefully isn't corrupt. Now, do note that if you haven't backed up your catalog in 2 years and you get a corrupt catalog, you're gonna be going back to a 2-year-old version of your catalog. So make sure you're clicking that backup button on a routine basis. Future Forest here with one important note. If you ever do run into a corrupted catalog, you look inside your backups folder and your last backup is in fact from 2 years ago, there's one other place you can check. If you have been backing up your entire Lightroom catalog folder, meaning not using the backup button in Lightroom, but using something like Carbon Copy Cloner or SyncBack to back up all of that information, definitely go to your backup photo drive or whatever hard drive you've been backing up to and try the catalog on that drive. Oftentimes, if it's been a week or two since you've last backed up to your external hard drive or other hard drive, the catalog on that other hard drive will not be corrupted. So definitely give that a try. I have saved students before who have not been backing up their catalog with the backup button inside of Lightroom, but they have been using Carbon Copy Cloner or SyncBack and were able to go on their backup photo drive and grab the catalog off of that, and it still works. All that's to say, it's not the best solution, but it's worth mentioning if you are in a pickle and you're wondering how to get out of it. That's another little tool you can have in your toolbox. Okay, back to Past Forest. Now, real simple, just to test it, if we go ahead and open this up, we can see it should start up in Lightroom, and just like that, we're good. Corrupted catalog solved. And in this case, I didn't lose any information because I made that backup right before my catalog went corrupted. Okay, so how often should we do this and how do we control this? Well, when you're inside of Lightroom, PC folks, you guys can go to Edit and then Catalog Settings. Mac folks, we can go to Lightroom Classic and then Catalog Settings. And inside of here, there's a tab for Backups. And this is where we can control the Lightroom Catalog backup. Now, the first thing I recommend you do is down here where it says Backup Catalog, there's a frequency. And I like to put mine on every time Lightroom exits. This means that every time you quit Lightroom, it's gonna ask you, do you wanna back up your catalog? And you have the option of yes or skip. It's fine to click on skip. Like if you didn't do anything important in Lightroom, feel free to skip the backup. There's no reason you have to, but I would always ask yourself the question when that little backup box comes up is, did I do anything important? Like, did I spend 2 hours editing and culling photos? Well, if you did, then take the time to back up the catalog so that that work that you've done is safe. So that's where we control how often. Again, if I go ahead and quit Lightroom now, it's gonna pop up and ask me, and I can click skip if I want to, or I can click back up. If I click back up, it's gonna give me another backup in my backups folder with the date and the time. So looking in this backups folder, I obviously only have 2 backups. You may be seeing hundreds of backup folders going back 10, 15 years. So how many of these should you keep? Well, the easy answer is keep 3 or 4 of the newest backups. That's generally enough. And honestly, I've never had that fail in a student that I've been working with. As long as you're keeping 3 or 4, you're good. But if you want to be a little more careful, sometimes Lightroom catalog issues start before you notice them. And so maybe keeping 1 backup per month for the past year and 1 per year since forever might be a wise choice. Again, 3 or 4 though is a pretty safe bet. You should be good to go. The real important part is making sure you have relevant backups and that your most recent one isn't from 5 years ago. That's really going to come back to bite you in case your catalog goes corrupt. Now, the other thing I want to draw attention to is, again, we are saving these catalog backups with the catalog itself. They're not going on a different hard drive. So I want to really, really encourage all of you to also be sure that your catalog and your photos are being backed up to multiple other locations as well. Like, this works great for protecting you from a corrupted catalog, but that's all it's protecting you from. If your hard drive dies, you lose all of this stuff, the backups, the catalog, all of it. So you may want to choose to put your backups folder on another hard drive. That would get your catalog somewhere else, which would be good. I kind of leave it up to you. My personal take is keep everything in one place and then have other systems in place to back up that place to other places. So everything gets distributed across multiple devices. I want to summarize with this. When you see this box in Lightroom, ask yourself a very important question. In this editing session, did I do anything important? If the answer is yes, I highly recommend you click the backup button. If the answer is no, I just messed around for 20 minutes, I didn't really produce anything, then you're welcome to click skip this time. The biggest thing to not do is get in the habit of clicking skip this time every single time. The second thing is routinely, maybe once a month, maybe once a year, go into the backups folder for your Lightroom catalog and delete out the older backups. Again, keeping 3 or 4 is generally good practice. However, you also may want to keep 1 per month and 1 per year for the past. Not required, but optional. Finally, ensure that you have other ways, other systems, many of which I've talked about on this channel, to back up both your photos and your catalog to other external or internal hard drives. Very important. This system protects you from a corrupted catalog, but that's it. So don't feel overly comfortable by clicking that backup button, thinking that your photos are safe. All right, everybody, that's the end of this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments section down below. Hit subscribe and drop a like. I would really appreciate it, and I hope to see you in a future video.